Well, the housing market loves to keep us guessing, but when you're ready, but it can still be so daunting. So joining me here in the Studio 61 is Vice President of Real Estate Lending and Loan Servicing at American Eagle Financial Credit Union, Patty Mason. Patty, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me this morning.
This is such a great program. We're going to be talking about a special program. It's going to be happening tonight. It's called Pathways to Home Ownership. And this is really important for people, especially first-time home buyers, right?
Absolutely. Tonight's event at 6 o'clock in East Hartford at our headquarters, we will be talking about the steps and things you need to do to create that pathway to homeownership.
And it's really daunting for people, especially with the interest rates where they are. They're not sure, like, do we wait for interest rates to go down or do we just jump into the market? There's a lot of questions for that. And you're going to have a real estate agent there and a closing lawyer. But also it's important for people to realize how many different mortgage products there are out there.
That is exactly the truth, Erica. There are so many options, and you need to be flexible about what you can qualify for. Affordability is really tough right now. And so building that team of partners that you work with, getting pre-qualified with a mortgage loan originator is probably one of the most important steps to know what's affordable. And then they'll partner with a real estate agent and a closing attorney to get you to that end game, which is home ownership.
Because the market is just still so nuts right now, a lot of times people may have the tendency to want to bid higher and higher, but it's really important to stay within your budget, right?
100%.
You don't want to overextend yourself.
Because then you're house poor. So if something breaks down that first month, you have no reserves to help correct that problem. So it really is important to, and I use the word flexible, because you really want to spend, you get that pre-qualification, the maximum you qualify for. But it really is important to consult with your originator to make sure you have the affordability.
And it can be so intimidating, especially for first-time home buyers. That's why the event happening tonight is really so important.
It really is, and we'll have our link open on the website until 3 o'clock if you want to join virtually, but you can just show up in East Hartford. It's 333 East River Drive. And we'll have experts, we'll have our underwriting manager there to answer questions, we'll have our staff there to help answer questions. It's a really fun evening, and we take the stress, we help take the stress out of home buying, and we're there and creating a partnership for life for you. We're not just a mortgage, we're there to help create a sense of community.
If somebody is watching right now and they're saying, I do have some savings, I'm not sure if I'm ready, what would a question you would pose to them to ask to themselves and maybe a partner if they have one?
What is your end game? Where do you want it? What's the most important thing that you're looking for in a home? And then we work together with the partners to find that dream home. That's where the real estate agent is really key in that process. So you collaborate with the team to get all the answers.
All right, Patty, we have to wrap this up, but I just want to make sure we recap the information for folks tonight that it's happening in East Hartford. What time is it one more time?
It starts at 6 o'clock in East Hartford. And again, there'll be an option. You can go to americaneagle.org and sign up virtually. So there are two options to attend.
So if you can't be in there in person, you can still check out all that information.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. This really is really critical information for a lot of our viewers.
Again, thank you for having me.